What's up, St. Philip family? In our first reading, we have Abraham preparing a meal for three mysterious guests. And there are several times in Scripture where we have a meal prepared. And you notice that these guests arrive and Abraham is just ready to take care of them. He asks them to wait a little bit so he can make something for them. And then he proceeds to do quite the meal. Like, he's not just like grabbing some things for them, heating it up in the microwave and sending it over to them. But I mean, he's like, Sarah, like, take the flour, make some rolls. He goes to the field, he picks out an animal, has the animal slaughtered and prepared. He gets cheese and some milk and whatever. He gathers all this together, whole thing prepared, and then he brings them this meal. And my response to that is, who's got time for that? Like, it must be really nice that it's just like, well, that's going to be my whole day. So sure, if you guys can just hold on. And then also those guests, what was that like? Hey, the wait's going to be like 6 to 8 hours. I hope you're cool with that. And they're cool with that. I mean, this is like from beginning to end. And I look at all the things that he had to do. Like, that is so much work. There's so much to do. Who has time for that? All right, that's my reaction. Now let me tell you about my retreat. So my retreat is a 5-day full silent retreat. I get there. My spiritual director asks for my phone. I give it to him. He does a bag check, takes my laptop, takes my headphones, takes everything, and then asks me, do you have anything else? And I say no. So he has everything taken away from me. So I have no responsibilities, no interruptions, no communication, nothing. The only responsibility I have is to pray. Well, and to eat. And this retreat, let me tell you, I kept saying, I don't have any time. I don't have any time. Like, when am I going to get all this in? When am I going to do this? Oh, I'm late. I need to redo the schedule. Oh, this mac and cheese. It just takes so long to make mac and cheese. Is that water ever going to boil? Like, what's going on? And I'm just like anxious and running around and so hurried. And every day I'm like, oh, I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again. And then after 4 days of that, 4 out of 5 days, the Lord was like, are you done? Are you done? He said, Andrew, this is how you've been living. You think that this hurried spirit that you have, this urgency, this anxiety, this worry about not having enough time, you think that's because of the things you have to do? Look at this. You have nothing to do, and yet you still can't pray like this. There's nothing calling to you except for this simple order of your day, and you still feel like you do not have enough time. Brothers and sisters, hurry is the great enemy to the spiritual life. Hurry is the great enemy to the spiritual life. And it's really difficult in our country, in the United States, because the American dream holds up hurry and busyness as a virtue when it's actually a virus. It's seen as this virtue. Oh, look at that person. He's so efficient. He's so productive. Look at these apps. Look at this AI. It can reduce my time so much. I can get so much more done. Oh, you're so good at multitasking. You can do a million things at once. Oh, wow, that person just gets so many things done. How do they do all this stuff? Wow, they juggle all these different balls. They're so good at that. And we're all miserable. We're all miserable. Because we feel like we have to strive for some virtue in that when it's not. It's a virus. And it's plaguing our soul. It's plaguing our soul. Now, does that mean that we shouldn't stop doing things? No. Let's look at the gospel and the first reading. We see a perfect contrast here to show what the virus looks like and what true service is supposed to look like. So, first reading, we see Abraham. Is Abraham busy? Yeah. And it even says that he's hastily doing things because he wants to attend to his guests. He does a lot of things. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to prepare this meal from beginning to end. And he wants to get them taken care of. But where is his heart? His heart is with his guests. His constant presence of mind, his focus, he's attending to them. He's waiting on them. He's thinking about them. All the things that they're doing, the many things that need to be done. It's all for them. So his heart is with his guests. His heart is with the Lord. And even though he's doing a lot of things, his heart is at peace and is with the Lord. So then we have the gospel. The very famous passage, Mary and Martha. And does Jesus admonish Martha for working or serving or doing too much? Does he say, Martha, you're working too hard. Martha, you're working too fast. Martha, you're doing too many things. No. He says, Martha, Martha, you are worried and anxious about many things, but there's need of only one thing. It's her heart. What happened? Martha is preparing this meal for the Lord, for Jesus. She's preparing this meal for him and for the guests that are there to attend to him, and she's burdened with much serving. Where is her heart? Her heart's not with Jesus. Her heart is caught up in all the work and all the things she has to do. And because she gave her heart to the tasks, because she gave her heart to everything she has to do, she becomes resentful and bitter and anxious and worried. And so she's not only resentful towards Mary. I love this. It's so funny. She's resentful towards Jesus. Lord, do you not care that my sister is leaving me all by myself to do the work? Tell her to help me. So there's this resentment and bitterness because our heart is not with Jesus. And that's what Jesus is talking about. There's need of only one thing to focus on: me. Focus on me. Keep your heart with me. All that you're doing is so good, but your heart needs to remain with me. And if it's not, that virus of hurry has entered your soul and taken away your peace, and breeded resentment and bitterness. The virus of spiritual hurry. It's tough, it's rough, and it plagues us, and it takes away our peace. So, if you're listening to this, let me give you just a few extra signs. Here's some signs that I have the virus. Signs that I have the virus of spiritual hurry. Sign number 1, if I ever skip prayer or cut it short or renegotiate it for anything else because I'm too busy, I've got the virus. Skipping prayer, skipping mass, skipping sacraments, cutting prayer short, any kind of negotiation that takes away the spiritual goods of my life, which are the greatest goods. Nothing is more important than that, but I'm too busy to pray. Got the virus of haste, of hurry. Secondly, if I find myself in a chronic state of scarcity, I don't have enough time. We just don't have enough time. There's never enough time. I'm just always late to this. I just can't seem to make it work. Why can't I get this going on? Constantly, over and over again, like 1,000 times a day. Yep, I got the virus. There's a secret. You have the same amount of time as everyone else. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Everyone's got the same amount of time. The problem is not time. The problem is me. The problem is ourselves. We are the problem. Time's not the problem. It's not outside of ourselves. It's an interior virus of the heart. And finally, if I find in particular that I just never seem to have time for the least of these, for the people who are sick, for the people who are in need, the people who are lonely, that person that I just the friend that I haven't talked to in a long time, and I know they're going through a rough time, but I just don't have time to reach out to them, or they just when I go there, it just takes my whole day and all these. Okay, if I am consistently not having time for those people, Jesus says, what you do for the least of these, my brothers, you do for me. So I'm saying I don't have time for Jesus. Yep, I got the virus. Got it bad. All right, so how do we remedy it? What are the remedies? First of all, most important remedy, it's going to surprise you, prayer. Prayer. I'm not saying prayers. Prayer in a very particular way, okay? So listen up. This is how we need to pray. If we want to eliminate hurry from our soul, eradicate the virus through prayer, first of all, our prayer needs to be committed. It's not enough to say, I talk to God all the time. We talk in the car. We have a great relationship. I just spontaneously. No, that turns into nothing. And we know it. You know it. I know it. It turns into nothing. That's weak. If someone asks you, how do you pray? We should be able to tell them, this is how I pray. This is what I do in the morning. This is when I pray. This is what I say. This is what I do. This is how I pray in the evening. This is how I pray throughout the week. I should have a commitment, not just an idea, a commitment. So committed prayer. And not just a commitment of prayers, but time. I'm committing this time to pray. Everything that's important requires commitment. So a committed prayer. Focused prayer. Focused prayer. So when I pray, focusing my heart with Jesus, like Abraham, is my heart attending to him, waiting on him, and holding with him? Is it heart to heart? Or am I saying a bunch of prayers, running the rosary beads, and just worrying and anxious about all my family members, all the people who are sick, all the problems in the world? I'm just sitting there, I'm in front of Jesus, I'm with the Lord, but I'm just worrying and anxious about all these things and doing all these different things. That is not okay. Focused prayer. Focused prayer. What I do during prayer can change. It will change over time, but it has to foster heart to heart with Jesus. It has to be me giving my heart to Jesus. Sometimes there's a time where I make sacrifices in prayer, like the rosary novenas and different things where there's a particular work where I'm offering it to the Lord. Yes, but for my regular prayer, it's about my heart and Jesus's heart together, focused. In distraction, I focus again, no matter what. So focused prayer. So commitment, a committed prayer, time, I don't cut it short, focused prayer, and then finally, prayer that is willing to battle. It's not easy to commit to prayer. It's the first thing that wants to go off our list. It's not easy to stay focused in prayer, and that's okay. We battle it out. We continue to give our heart to him. And if I'm tempted to cut it short or skip it, don't do it. St. Ignatius of Loyola says, if I'm tempted to cut my prayer short, what do? I add more time. If it's 30 minutes, I go 32. If I'm tempted to cut it short, 32. Not today, Satan. We push against it. If I'm distracted and struggling to focus, struggling to give my heart to the Lord, and I spend my whole time of prayer just trying to give my heart back to him over and over and over again, that's a great prayer. It doesn't feel great, but it's very fruitful because you battled it out. And what you're doing is you are working out hurry from your soul. You are saying no to yourself. You're denying yourself. You're ordering your heart. You're focusing on Jesus. So that type of prayer, committed, focused, and battling. Number 2, very easy. Slow down. When I realize that I'm hurried, slow down. Slow your body. Start walking slower, start speaking slower, start eating slower. Drive the speed limit. That's a new one. I read that recently. Drive the speed limit. I mean, I don't know, for those police officers, law enforcement people, I think we get about eight on top of that. No, drive the speed limit. Make a full stop at stop signs. Stop weaving through traffic. Stop hurrying in your driving. Slow down. Action follows being, and we can have more peace. And we're pushing away that hurry that is not of the Lord. Pushing it away. Number 3, Sabbath. This is a day that's been given to us, a gift from the Lord, a Sabbath day to rest, to focus on the Lord, to focus on our family, to get rid of hurry in our life, to remember that we're not the primary actor. The Lord is the one who does everything, and we need him constantly. So we take this day to rest and remember, to focus, and to get rid of hurry. But boy, does that day get cannibalized by so many things, so many people, and so much. Oh, it's a free day. Let's use that time. Let's fill that time with more busyness and more hurry, and we're exhausted. I think about birthday parties. I love birthday parties. I think they're great, and it's wonderful for kids to have birthday parties. I'm not against them, but maybe our families could get together and say, "Hey, we love birthday parties, and we should do it. Let's get together and say, just not on Sundays. We won't have birthday parties on Sunday." I would love that if our families at St. Philip Neri could get together, could huddle up and say, hey, no birthday parties on Sundays. It makes me so sad when I ask people, how was your weekend? They say, oh, it was really busy. We were doing these things, and then Sunday we had 3 or 4 birthday parties that we had to go to. It was crazy. And some families don't go to Mass because of the birthday parties. Come on. Can we gather together and make Sunday should be a day where we don't have to make those decisions, a day that's sacred, that's set apart, that I can rest and be with my family and friends and be prepared for the other 6 days of the week. Let's gather together and protect Sunday, okay? And the final thing is this. Jesus says, the poor you will always have in your midst. The least of these. If I want to eliminate hurry in my life, I need to spend time with those people that are poor, that are sick, that are suffering, that are homebound, that are lonely, the people in our life, the friends that are struggling, especially the ones that I know this is going to take my whole day or my whole afternoon, or I get sucked in. So what do? I give myself over to them, not resentfully, not reluctantly, but wholeheartedly. I just give myself over to them. Because when I'm attending to them, the mystery of that is that I'm actually with Jesus. I'm with the Lord. Whatever you do for the least of these, my brothers, you do for me. So if I want to eliminate hurry, I can spend time with Jesus in the poor, to give of my time, to give of my rush and urgency, to attend to them with my whole heart, and Jesus will heal me of that hurry. He will see it as done unto him. Because otherwise, I'm saying, I don't have time for him. Well, brothers and sisters, let's take advantage of these remedies and eliminate hurry from our heart, from our life, so that we can live in peace. And if we're aware of Jesus in these exercises, aware of his heart, seeking him out in ourselves, in our prayer, then we start to see him present in every person and present in every single moment of our lives. God bless you all, and let's eliminate hurry this week.